We welcome you to the Stan Sheriff Center as the 8th ranked Rainbow Wahine Volleyball team at 17-1, 7-0 in the Big West Conference and riding a 12-match win streak. Plays host to the UC Irvine Anteaters, 8-10 overall, 2-4 in the conference. Aloha, everybody, and welcome. Kanoa Leahy alongside Chris McLaughlin. And, well, it was easy pickings for Hawaii last night against UC Davis. Tonight, though, against a UCI team that certainly is starting to put together the pieces to be at more full power with players coming back from injury and such. Hawaii in sort of the opposite predicament. They are going to be missing what adds up to 3 starters here in this match.
Yeah, you know, Irvine, don't be deceived by their record, 2-4 in the league. They've had some players hurt, as you said. And this is a taller, more veteran group than what we saw last night with Davis. Davis was young. They had 7 freshmen. This Irvine group has a bunch of seniors and some veteran juniors, and they're going to be much tougher. It's going to be a much different game tonight, especially they'll be play a 6-2 system. They'll always be tall at the net, averaging 6'1" or 2" all the time. So it's going to be a challenge for the Rainbow Wahine tonight against this Irvine team.
Meanwhile, the expectation is Taylor Higgins will once again give way to Kendra Kelsch for the 4th straight match at the starting setter position. You also have Kalei Greeley, who is expected to sit out because of a shoulder injury that is starting to linger. And Nikki Taylor, a candidate for the National Player of the Year, she's going to be sitting out. The official word is not cleared for participation. We did see her take that knee to the temple while diving for a ball last night against Davis. How does that impact things, Chris?
I think it'll have a major impact, but what's interesting is it'll be an opportunity for Annie Mitchum to start on the right side tonight. She had a great week of practice. Dave Shoji loved the way she practiced this week. She practiced on the left, she practiced in the middle, she practiced on the right. So Dave Shoji, I think now, is going to be playing her on the right in place of Nikki Taylor. That should be very, very interesting.
Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match, Chris.
Well, for Irvine, it's Zot Zot. That's their. That's what the anteater does. How it sounds when it's hunting and digging for ants. So I think Irvine's going to have to dig a lot of balls tonight if they're going to stay with Hawaii. And for Hawaii, block. Well, that's what they do. They're the #1 blocking team in the country. Why stop tonight? They've got to block well against this Irvine team that is tall.
Oh, yes, Chris McLaughlin, the anteater whisperer, as they call him around these parts. UC Irvine preseason picked 6th in the Big West Conference. Of course, Hawaii preseason picked 1st and still unblemished. Take a look at the series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts, and it has been all Rainbow Wahine, 32-0. Although last year on Halloween in California, it was almost a spooky result for Hawaii against UC Irvine, a match that went 5 sets.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Irvine would love to pull back memories of that night, Halloween night last year, because they played very well against Hawaii on the road. But this is the Stan Sheriff Center. I just don't think that this crowd, it looks like it's going to be 5,000 or 6,000 tonight. I don't think they'll let Hawaii have any sort of a letdown from last night or last year's 5-setter.
Head coach for UC Irvine is Ashley Hain. She is a newcomer to the position, although she's no newcomer to Irvine. She is the UC Irvine career leader in assists, but she is in her 1st year as head coach, taking over for Paula Weishoff, who left to coach at Concordia for her 2nd stint there. And of course, on the other side, it is the venerable Dave Shoji, 41st year, turned 69 in December, and so far, loving the way this team has been able to plow on despite some adversity, and they are facing some adversity in the form of injuries tonight.
Absolutely. I think Dave Shoji, will have to work for every bit of his paycheck tonight as far as coaching is concerned. He'll have to use Robin Amos Santos and Jeff Hall. And by the way, he'll also have to use James Cobb, their only left-handed player on the coaching staff. He simulated, and there you see him right there, former Pepperdine player. He simulated Harley Kaukoa, the Irvine lefty. We'll see if he did a good job.
So we are playing volleyball. The Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups will scroll at the bottom of your screen. Annie Mitchum getting her 1st attempt, and now with the save there, Hawaii in transition. Taimana Olevau, that one got blocked. She'll get a 2nd crack at it, took something off, popped up in the air by Shelly Anderson. Now, Marissa Bubika from the outside, making her way back into the rotation, fighting off injuries all season, then smothers the Kendra Kelch dump attempt. Marissa Bubika, who has only played in 16 sets this year. She was an all Big West Conference first-team selection a year ago.
Out for a month this year, a month of the 2-month season. She's missed half of it. So I liked Annie Mitchum's first swing, by the way. It looked just like Nikki Taylor.
Manole Vao tried to go hard angle, missed wide, so a good start here for the Anteaters. It's 2 serving 0, and Chloe Hakeem, 5'6", sophomore from Sacramento, to slap it into play once again. Hits it into the net instead, and it'll be a Hawaii point. Rainbow Wahine getting the sweep against UC Davis last night, and boy, were they dominant. 12.5 blocks. Also just 2 service errors, also just 7 hitting errors against the Aggies. Set goes to Kekaoha, and she's blocked, pinballed around, and can Irvine get it across? No, they can't. And so there is that big block up front for Hawaii already starting to make its presence felt.
Remember, they got their blocks early last night. 5 blocks in the first 8 points. So, and with those staring eyes of Olivia McGill.
Service ace by Kendra Kelch. Kendra Kelch, who, with the ankle injury to Taylor Higgins, taking over the primary setter spot. She has now made, including tonight, 4 straight starts, and she's played pretty darn well.
She really has. She's trying to go to Bubika.
There is Bubika. She's blocked by Mitchum and Roth. It was Mitchum next to McGill, and they were talking dig numbers in the Game On segment of the broadcast tonight, and yeah, this kind of takes care of the whole dig thing when you can just pull off the roof of the net.
Yeah, the back row players don't have to play too much.
And there is a near ace by Kelch, that one just missing long. So a point for Irvine, 3 serving 4 coming up.
So one of the things Hawaii's got to be careful of is not to try to serve so precise that they serve the ball out, especially when you've got that big a block. Up front, they need to make sure they keep a high percentage of their serves in.
Here's Luna Sugimoto, a 5'6" sophomore from Irvine, transfer from Ohio State, wanted to go back home, said she just lives a few minutes from campus. Here's Manole Vao on the opposite side, took something off. You know, you mentioned it last night, Chris. Manole Vao in her senior year, most seniors already have their full game developed, but we're starting to see her widening the scope of her array of shots.
She really is. She's using, there's more tools in the toolbox right now, you might say, including that serve, which she hasn't used. She's jump served mostly the last couple of years. She's gone recently to the standing float from as far back as she can in this Terraflex. A rare miss by her right there.
Hawaii already with 2 service errors. They had 2 service errors all night against Davis last night. There's McGill in the middle. The dink found the opening.
Right away, they serve Granato, testing out the freshman. Two-hitter, two-hitter.
It'll be Savannah Kahakai retreating back to serve for Hawaii. Tops on the team in digs, 236. Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week back on September 14th. Making the diving layout save there. Maglio touched it over. Chance now for Irvine. Bubika, the soft touch. Fisted up in the air by Maglio. The bump set goes to Granato, and she pumps it long. McKenna Granato, who had that career night last night. 6 kills, 15 attempts, just 1 error. Also had a couple of aces and 4 digs in her 3rd career start.
And served 18 times from the service line, more than any other player last night. Yeah, she had a big night. Our player of the game.
Victoria Dennis into the front row for Irvine. Kelch goes quick middle to Maglio, and she's able to rattle it off of the block and down.
They picked on Granato again, and for the 2nd time in a row, Granato put up what they call a 3 pass. That means 3 hitters are available. The ball is passed up to that area. Kelch making the most of it with a 31 set to Maglio.
So here's Annie Mitchum applying the jump serve. Step out, that goes to Rosenfeld. Great save, Kahakai. Granato soft touches it over. Chance now for the Anteaters. They go high and away. The left-handed dink by Dennis is sniffed out. Now Manole Vao from the back row. Wow!
That showed up in a hurry. Woo. Getting that pipe set out of the back row. Great dig by Annie Mitchum to keep the ball alive. And look at that ball. It was just major heat on that ball.
pretty decent heat there from Victoria Dennis, the 6'3" redshirt junior, tied for 7th in the conference in kills per set. She's averaging 3.26 per. So 6 serving 8. And here it comes from Ella Rosenfeld, past Granado. Kelch will set sort of a D set to Mitchum, and she's blocked and roofed. Blocked by Idara Apapa, the 6-foot freshman from Brentwood, California. So Annie Mitchum getting the rare start tonight because Nikki Taylor is not cleared for participation. And we've seen Taylor do some big-time damage on that D set. That time it wasn't there for Mitchum.
Apapa, their number 2 blocker, and she showed why just then. Great technique.
Rosenfeld is drifting, two-handed by Manu Olevao. Here's Granado, plays it off the block and out for a Hawaii point. We have seen the depth that has been previously referenced here throughout the season of this Rainbow Wahine team, tested perhaps more so than at any other time of the year this weekend.
Absolutely. Hawaii's got to play pretty perfectly tonight, those players who get in the game.
9 serving 7. Here's the overpass, and Manu Olevao is the beneficiary. Already 3 kills for Ty. She had a team-high 12 last night. That makes 2 straight matches in which she's recorded 12 kills.
And Ty, quick to give credit to her teammate, Granado, who served a ball that was an overpass.
Here's 10 serving 7. Pass was tight to the net. Apakpo knuckles it over. Here's Manu Olevao up the ladder and down the chute. She's got the groove going early.
And she quickly points to Kelch and says, Kendra, that's just how I like it. No spin, split block, 3 people up, but not a tight block at all.
There you go.
Here's the run up by Granado. Just got it over the net. Forces another bad pass. So from the back row, Keikaoha is dug up. Here's Mitchum on the D set. There's Sujimoto put over on the second touch, but Kahakai wasn't fooled. Now Manu Olevao against a triple block.
Or they're loading up on the right side on putting 3 blockers up on Olevao, leaving Mitchum all by herself on the D ball.
Timeout, UC Irvine. Hawaii up a handful on a 4-0
OC
run.
Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Welcome back. 12-7 Hawaii here in the first. They're hitting .222. UC Irvine -091. Just 1 kill recorded so far here about midway through this first set. Bump set goes left side. That's Dennis. Two-handed in the air by Manu Olevao. She'll get the bump set on the outside. Boy, is she blasting it. But a great dig in the back row forces a free ball coming Hawaii's way. Kelch, step out to Maglio. The dink works.
That was a pretty sharp transition there. Savannah Kahakai stepped right in and took that free ball pass. Kept it just off the net, so Kendra Kelch could give a good slide, step out set, and Maglio did the rest. It wasn't right where she wanted it, but was good enough.
Hawaii on a 5-0 Rainbow run here, as a few moments being taken to wipe some perspiration off of the Terraflex. And Granado putting together a nice little service streak.
In tight on the 1, Ty.
Here she comes again. Pass by Arden Davis. Set goes left side. This is Dennis. Hits the top of the tape. Dug up by Mitchum. Second touch was Maglio, and Mitchum has to two-hand it over. Chance for the Anteaters. Dennis from off the net. Saved by Granado. Kelch goes quick middle to Maglio. That's dug up by Sujimoto. From the back row, Keikaoha off the high hands. Kelch, Maglio, and down.
Oh, and Kelch could sense the middle wasn't going up. Maglio had nobody blocking her. They were leaning to the outside, thinking that maybe Manu Olevao would get the set. She's got most of the sets tonight. 9 of Hawaii's 22 sets have gone to Ty.
I think that's 6 straight points here for Hawaii. Dennis trying to put an end to it, and she does. Applies the tourniquet.
Good swing by Victoria Dennis, 4-time league champion, all CIF in 2011. Is a UCI TV producer and anchor. She's got some media in her background.
Let's Serve goes into the net from Shelly Anderson. Yeah, that's not good news for us. Whenever we read some of these bios of some of these student athletes going into broadcasting, just makes me nervous. Here's Claire Marie Anderson, 5'7" sophomore out of Punahou. Has served her role very well this season for Hawaii. 7 aces to go along with 38 digs. Step out of Pakpa, making Hawaii pay as they were not ready. The block was nowhere to be found, and the Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week back on September 21st, able to hammer one home.
She got that award for defense for her blocking that week. She got 54 blocks on the year, number 2 on the team. I'll tell you, that offense looked pretty good in that slide there.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Good timing there. It's 9 serving 15. Serve goes down the line. Mano Leivao handles it. And a good-looking pass. She gets the set on the outside. 2-hand save Sugimoto. Here's Bubika. And that must have felt good for Marissa Bubika. It has certainly been a year of adversity for her, having to fight through injuries. And she has been nagged by injuries throughout her career, truth be told. But having her in the lineup, head coach Ashley Haynes saying it changes the dynamic of our squad. Mano Leivao, the dink, diving one-hand save Anderson. Keikaoho with the swing, misses wide, no touch up front, and that's a point for the Rainbow Wahine.
Take a look at this diving save right there by Anderson to keep the ball alive. And Keikaoho normally hits that shot in. She's got great range and velocity. That time couldn't get it in.
Keikaoha still without a kill on 4 attempts, hitting -500. Apakpa. She's providing a spark here for Irvine in this first set, able to plug it through the block.
She averages only a kill percent. She's already got 2 in this set. It's 186 on the year. Tonight hitting 667.
So now Sugimoto tops on the team in digs. Will serve. Jump floater down the line. Mano Leivao handles that one. Kelch quick middle to McGill, who left-hands it over. Left-handed save Anderson, and Bubika from the outside. Access denied. Courtesy Olivia McGill.
Olivia McGill just has such good technique. Goes to the outside, presses over. She and Ty Mano Leivao, I think they might have each got a piece of that one.
I give a little credit to Ty there for getting up and sealing that double block. And then comes out with the serve that forces the bad pass, and a free ball coming here for the Bows. McGill.
Hawaii clicking on all cylinders right now, but give some credit to Granato, who served that ball and forced a bad pass by Irvine.
Hawaii up 7 in the first. Welcome back. Let's take a look at tonight's Jack Fact. Anteater homecoming. Yes, UC Irvine. First-year head coach Ashley Hayne played for the Anteaters from 01 to 04. Still holds the Anteater career record for assists. 5,698. Coming out of the timeout, Mano Leivao with the serve. 18 serving 11. Keikaoha is dug up two-handed style by Kahakai. Here's Granato from off the net. That one sort of tickled the top of the tape, but it ricocheted out for an Irvine point.
How about that swing by Keikaoha? Just ripping it down the line. Kai took it with her hands, but I'm telling you, that was a shot.
Keikaoha tied for first on the team in kills per set coming into this one, along with Victoria Dennis. And that's going to be a Hawaii point there as the Rainbow Wahine get it right back. Ty Mano Leivao leading the way for Hawaii so far with 5 kills. Olivia McGill, 3 kills on 4 swings, 0 errors. And Emily Maglio, 3 kills on 5 swings, 0 errors. Here's Bubika, blocked by Mitchum. And then Mitchum able to get the save there on the dump shot. Granato blocked. Great job of keeping it alive by Kahakai, and a free ball sent over to Irvine's side. Here's Bubika. Puts an end to that. You had the Irvine coaches jumping up off the bench. They thought that there was a double hit somewhere on the Hawaii side.
Yeah, they thought that Ty Mano Leivao that ball she put over the net, double hit it. And I think they had a good argument.
Well, all's well that ends well from their vantage point as they get the point. 13 serving 19, it's Bubika, but it's an out serve. Bubaka will head to the bench. I mean, how difficult a task is that for Ashley Hayne in her first year to not have, for the majority of the season, the services of their most decorated player?
Major challenge.
Mitchum lays out on the save. Put over by Kelsch, but she misses the floor.
I'll tell you something. Annie Mitchum's doing a lot of Nikki Taylor-like things tonight. She's digging some balls. She's blocking. Nice little move there. Goes to the floor. Getting the D-ball. Her first D-ball she had was terrific. Tom Pestalacci, if he's watching this, has got to be so proud of his prize star.
Here's Maglio. That's dug up. Outside, it goes to Dennis, but it's sniffed out. Maglio in the middle, sort of a table tennis match going on near the net there. Keikaoha from the back row, diving save Kahakai. Now Manolevao from the back row. And we play on. Dennis, right there is Mitchum. Kelsch, where does she go? High and away to Granado, the dink. Diving save Dennis. Put over by Anderson, and Hawaii now in transition. Manolevao the dink. Anderson there. This sequence still goes. Dennis from off the net. Right there's Kahakai. Advantage Hawaii. High and away. Granado the big swing blocked. Right there was Ty. Granado will get another crack at it. And this time she finishes the deal.
In the middle of that rally, Dave Shokin jumped off the bench. He said, "No more tipping. Hit that ball." The tipping was just allowing more the rally to linger on. Showed you wanted the rally to be over.
The crowd loved that one. That was a nice sequence. Hawaii has it on its side. Up 7. Here's Manolevao. Tried to take a rip at it. The net kind of slowed it down. Keikaoha off-balance shot. Played off the net by Kelsch and knuckled over by Maglio. We keep going. Step out. Akpakpa. Wow. An absolute bomb from Idara Akpakpa.
You know, of all the starters, Idara Akpakpa gets set the least. But she has made the most of her sets tonight. 4 sets. She's got 3 kills. Hitting a mere 750.
Anderson with the serve. Step out Maglio against the double block. And she's roofed. It was Dennis over there. Victoria Dennis at 6'3". You know, this Irvine team, they have some size up front to try as much as possible to match Hawaii's dominance at the net.
Yeah, they do. They run 6 feet across the front pretty much in every rotation.
10 aces on the season for Anderson. She smacks one over. Bad first touch by Manolevao, and it's another point for Irvine, and they've strung a few together. They're within 4, and Dave Shoji wants to calm his crew down. He signals for a timeout.
Good timeout call by Dave Shoji. The Irvine serving just getting a little bit tougher. That's what teams are starting to do against Hawaii. Is they just go back and they just take chances. They don't care if they miss. They just rip away and hope they can put Hawaii in a bad passing situation so they can't run their offense.
Yeah, talking with some of the coaches who have come through this building here in recent weeks, they've all basically said the same thing. They said, our only hope is to kind of get Hawaii off rhythm a little bit, and if we can do that, maybe make them make some mistakes so we're not forced to have to hit through that big block.
Exactly, and we'll see what happens now. We'll talk to see how Ryan Suji. So, I bet Suji's got something to say.
Yeah, Ryan's got something for us. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Well, one of the coaching staff members that is very familiar with this Hawaii team is assistant coach Kaleo Baxter. The assistant coach originally from Kauai. He spent 3 seasons with the Wahine and coached a total of 8 players on this Wahine roster, including his time here at UH as well as his club season. And he also coached Annie Mitchum when she was at Irvine Valley. He was certainly involved in the scouting of Hawaii for Irvine's game plan. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Yeah, Kaleo Baxter, an assistant to Tom Pestalacci at Irvine Valley last year. That undefeated run that, of course, featured Annie Mitchum, the 2-time AVCA JUCO National Player of the Year. But it's so interesting, the circles and the networks, the web of volleyball throughout the college landscape.
Kaleo out of Kapaa High School out of Kauai. Went to CSUN, played in the MPSF. And, of course, had those 3 years with UH. And he's got this assistant job at Irvine. But clearly he had something to do with the scouting report, having coached 8 of Hawaii's 15 players. That's crazy.
Crowd making some noise out of the timeout, and hey, credit Dave Shoji for the timeout call. Maybe credit the crowd for messing up that Shelly Anderson offering.
I'd give them each a half a point there.
Shelly Anderson, the junior setter for UC Irvine, had her high school jersey number retired.
It's amazing. Chino Hills High School.
Yeah, you know you've had a good high school career when they do that. Dennis, diving save, Granado, and McGill sends a free ball Irvine's way. Anderson goes high and away. Here's Dennis, bigger swing. Granado on one knee with the save. Here's Mitchum from the floor, just sort of soft touches it over. Keikaoha dug up by Mitchum. Kelch, high and away to Mano Leval.
Ashley Hayden off the bench wanting a double contact there on the set. Great dig by Granado. Mitchum keeping it alive, doing the best job she can to imitate Nikki Taylor. Ty Mano Leval, what a finish.
Good serve there by Anderson. Apapa is turned back. Solo style by Mano Leval. And it is a Aloha ball here in the first, Chris.
Pogba finally got stopped. That's her first hitting error of the night. She's been amazingly perfect all night long.
They go to Keikaoha. That delayed middle set sends it long. No touch. Point Hawaii. And they take the opening clash here at the Stan Sheriff Center tonight. 25-17. Ty Mano Leval, 6 kills. How about Annie Mitchum? 8 digs. Welcome back. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Chris.
Take a look at Irvine's left side blocker. She's lining up right in the middle of the court. They're ignoring Annie Mitchum, who is back here in the back here. They're figuring that she's not going to hit a D-ball as good as Nikki Taylor, so they're just completely ignoring her. I think if Dave Shoji's watching this, he's going to go, there's 3 blockers over to the right side of the court, nobody on the left side, so my guess is that Annie Mitchum's going to see some more balls here in this set. But even though the ball went to the middle, they had 3 blockers all together there, and they just did not get organized. Magno hits, even though there were 3 blockers lined up there, they couldn't figure out where the set was going to go. So credit to Kelch for getting it to the right player.
And even with all of the attention paid to Ty Mano Leval, she still had a heck of an opening stanza. 6 kills on 15 swings, just 1 error, hit .333, and had to go up against, at least on a couple of occasions, 3 blockers. Still made it work.
Hitting out of the back row as well. But Hawaii not hitting very well as a team. 167. Dave Shoji's not happy about that. They had 7 errors. Luckily, the opposing team hit 0-26 and allowed Hawaii a lot of points. Hawaii with 4 blocks. Irvine had 3 blocks. Aces are about even.
Idara Akpakpa leading the way for Irvine. 3 kills. Interesting number here. Harley Keikaoha, the fantastic freshman hitter for Irvine, still without a kill on 9 attempts.
She won't go killless the rest of the night. Trust me, she's good. She's a very good player. I'm surprised that Bubika, their first team All-Big Wester, has only got 2 kills and 2 errors, hitting 0-0-0.
So here's Kendra Kelch to serve. Hawaii taking that opening set, 25-17, and Kelch grazes the top of the net. Akpakpa in the middle, and almost McGill-esque, able to just float, levitate up there, finding the opening in the middle of the floor.
That pass is a little tight to the net. A little tough on Anderson to set.
Sugimoto getting ready to serve. 1 serving 0 here for Irvine. Mano Leval with the first touch. Here's Mitchum from the outside. That's dug up by Hakeem over the net. McGill tried to put it down, couldn't. And can somebody return it for Irvine? McGill got a hand on it. Set in the middle, not there, so it's bumped over free ball style by Kahakai. Kind of a messy sequence here. And there is kill number 1 for Harley Keikaoha, as she was able to get the set against just 1 blocker. Long Beach, California native, putting a hurting on that one.
Just as Irvine did in the first set, they jump out to a 2-0 lead.
Mano Leval had to slide on the first touch. Mitchum from the outside position, diving save Sugimoto. How about the cross-court bump set to Bubika? Chance now for Hawaii, though. Right side set. Mano Leval, was there a touch? No touch. It sails long. That's a point, and Irvine up 3-0 here in the second. You're just joining us. Hawaii still playing without Calais Greeley, dealing with a sore shoulder, available for back row action perhaps. Taylor Higgins, the starting setter, continues to deal with an ankle injury. She is available as well, we're told. And Nikki Taylor sitting this one out, not cleared for participation. Here's Bubaka from off the net. Dug up by Kahaka. So Kelch picks and chooses. Goes to Mitchum. The dink. Great layout, diving save by Emily Blair. And it winds up with a Marissa Bubaka pounding for the point. It's 4-0 Irvine. And here we're going to have a change at the setter spot as Taylor Higgins, for the first time since Cal State Fullerton, which was 5 matches ago, going to see the floor.
If Irvine scores again, Dave Shardy's going to call a timeout. Slow down Luna Sujimoto. She's really got her serve working.
Sends it long, though, and bails. Hawaii lets it off.
Bachi.
Well, Dave Shardy would appreciate that version of Bachi, though. Luna Sujimoto, we mentioned she transferred from Ohio State to come back home to Irvine, and head coach Ashley Haynes saying, I think it was the footwear. She couldn't wear her usual flip-flops and sandals over there in Columbus. The flip-flop factor in recruiting, overlooked many times. Here's Higgins, outside to Granado, blocked. Granado keeps it alive herself. Higgins will go middle to McGill. Great diving save by Hakeem. Bubaka blocked, but it's kept alive and sent over by Blair, and nobody for Hawaii could retrieve a free ball.
No excuse for that. Lack of communication. And credit Irvine for the scrappy play at the net. Quick hands.
5 serving 1, and Keikaoha quickly up to the service line. Here's McGill in the middle and finally trying to restore some order here. We've seen a lot of scrambling plays on both sides of the net. That was a clean transition for Hawaii.
Go to work now.
Here is Savannah Kahakai. Bubaka from off the net, blocked and roofed. A couple of the M's, Maglio and Mitchum.
2 middle blockers there. Very unusual with Mitchum moving to the right. And 2 big middle blockers. 6'3", 6'3". Making it very difficult to get around.
Step out. This goes to Rosenfeld, and she finds the opening, was able to split the uprights of the proposed block. And Irvine finding a certain rhythm in its offense here in the second set.
Rosenfeld hits a pretty big clip. It's a 358 on the year. Errorless last week against Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, and UCSB, hitting 467 and 429. Big weekend for her last weekend.
Here's Granado from outside. That one skips off the fingertips of the block. And down for a Hawaii point. Kendra Kelch will come back in for Taylor Higgins, and so maybe we are starting to get closer to what we are more familiar with, which is the sort of front row, back row switching at the setter spot.
Exactly. That's what Dave Shardy was doing at the beginning of the year, getting Kelch in, especially between points 20 and 25. He'd put Kelch in to block. Now she's getting earlier time.
The ace dealt out of the deck by Annie Mitchum, who's putting together a pretty well-rounded effort tonight, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I watched her to warm up. I was pointing to you. I said, Canoa, look at her jump serve. She was just ripping it. But that wasn't the serve she was hitting. In warm-up, she was hitting it to area 5, right down the line.
5 serving 6. Oh, that was a rip.
That one right there. That's the one she was hitting in warm-up. Did I tell you?
Right on cue. Back-to-back aces for Annie Mitchum. And we're tied for the first time here in the second set.
Annie Mitchum's doing a great Nikki Taylor impression, wouldn't you say?
Well, she stepped on the line, a foot foul. That would have probably been.
I don't know if Nikki's ever done that. Let me think.
Yeah.
Maybe she has.
Thing is,
and so Mitchum's putting that into her repertoire as well. Who knows?
Thing is did you see how that one hit the top of the net and then sort of curled over? That would have been the 3rd straight ace.
Yeah.
Kelch goes high and away. Granado, big windup. Saved back over the net by Dennis. Granado again down the line, two-handed by Keikaoha. On the outside, this is Dennis. Rejected.
Emily Maglio is so quick to the outside. We've said this many times, arguably Hawaii's most improved player over the summer. Look at her turn that ball back into the court, and a little celebration to boot.
#1 blocking team in the nation. And when you look at the conference numbers, you have Olivia McGill first in the conference in blocks per set. Emily Maglio is second. Nikki Taylor is third. Yeah, the top 3 positions all belonging to Hawaii players. But no block up for Idara Ampagba, who continues to have a strong performance. 8 serving 7. Pass by Kahakai. Here's Manole Vao, blocked and roofed. It was Keikaoha getting the gist of that one. So all of a sudden, Irvine, we're seeing a little bit more fluidity in their offense and transition. We're even starting to see them making a statement at the net.
Solid block by Keikaoha. Turn that ball back into the court. I think if Manole Vao had hit the ball a little harder, she might have wiped off the hands, but
Hawaii helped out by the Emily Blair out serve. And here comes Claire Marie Anderson into the match. One of 4 Punahou alums on this Rainbow Wahine roster. Bump set goes to Dennis, the dink. Nobody home for Hawaii.
smart play by Victoria Dennis. Also a great beach player, played in the USA under-23 beach team.
Dennis goes to the bench. Irvine continues with the other quote-unquote setter, Emily Blair, 5'10" sophomore, taking on the majority of the setting responsibilities here in this second set. As that one goes into the net, off the palm of Chloe Hakeem. Kelch set to serve for Hawaii.
See if Kelch goes for Hakeem here. Nope, she goes right to the libero.
Keikaoha rises up, that one off the block, kept alive by Granado. Here's Manole Vao on the outside, off the fingertips, there's Hakeem. Here's Bubaka, off balance approach, send it long. Was there a touch? No touch. And we're tied at 10. Bubaka the pass. Middle set up, Papa blocked. Blair sets up Bubaka through the block and down.
Bubaka's got that heavy arm, and she can just power it through pretty much any block. With shots like this, she goes up, not even afraid at all of the block. Block was not tight either. I think she might have got some seam there in between the two blockers.
Has an older sister, Alexandra, who was a 4-year letter winner for UC Irvine. Kelch goes quick middle to Maglio. Right there waiting was Hakeem. Now Keikaoha through the block and down. And that's got to bring a smile to the face of head coach Ashley Hain. That was picture perfect, that sequence for Irvine.
Again.
Very well played. Here's their top server, their first server in each set is Sujimoto. She's a good one. It's a driving line drive.
A good service run to start this set. Left it short. Manole Vao with the pass. Mitchum from the outside plugs it through, and McGill finally putting an end to it after the initial dig by Emily Blair. So 11 serving 12, and Taylor Higgins will come in for Kendra Kelch. Olivia McGill, 5 kills on 11 swings, hitting .455 to go along with 3 blocks. Here's Keikaoha, had to adjust the jump. One-hand save, Manole Vao. Kahakai traces down the second touch. Free ball coming here for the Anteaters. Blair goes to Keikaoha. Hard angle, great save by Higgins. Right side, here's Mitchum.
Oh, what a bump set by Granado. Scramble play. Oh, no, maybe it was Kahakai. It was Kahakai that put that bump set there. That was a tremendous control of that shot.
First kill of the match for Annie Mitchum. She's been putting up so many other types of numbers. Finally gets in the kill column. Saved there by Kahakai. Granado had to adjust the jump and then sends it wide. The set was a little off the net. And Irvine surges in front once more.
That kind of play, she was just trying to keep the ball in play, and she's going to do a better job of making sure it lands in the court so that her block can earn the point if she's not going to earn it with a kill.
McGill with the kill. That was earned. She has 6 here for the match. 13 serving 13. Savannah Kahakai with the honors.
Come on, McKenna, get her.
Outside, here's Bubika blocked, but it goes out. So they're trading blows here in this middle portion of this second set, Chris.
Bubika's been very effective on the outside. Remember, she's just coming back from her injury. She had a concussion. She had a knee going on. She was out for a month. You know, she's just such an important team leader.
Higgins goes right side. Here's Mitchum. Mitchum's starting to look kind of comfortable out there, Chris.
Yeah, you better not forget about her. I said earlier in our CPP, this is how it works. You better watch out if you load up too much on Hawaii's left side hitters in the middle and forget about Annie Mitchum on the right. You're going to pay the price, as they did then.
Here comes the jump serve on 14, serving 14, and it's a good one. Great pass by Keikaoha. Rosenfeld, the dink is blocked. Now Dennis on the outside. That's dug up by Manole Vao. And there was miscommunication there as Higgins tried to set up the pipe, it appeared, but Mitchum was in the area of Manole Vao. Irvine first to 15 and a timeout on the floor. They're competing here in the second. Welcome back. Let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3. We're talking Big West Conference career kill average. The great Tara Cross of Long Beach State is tops on the list, 5.54, and Hawaii's own T. William Sanders in the number 2 position, and then a representative from Irvine, Kelly Wing.
T and Tara went on to be teammates on the Olympic team.
Step out, here's Maglio through the blocking down, so Hawaii out of the timeout, getting the side and the point. And we're tied at 15. We're tied for the 7th time in this second set, so Irvine finding its footing a little bit. And we've got some competitiveness here. Granado to serve. Good looking pass there by Dennis. Put over on the second touch by Emily Blair. And she caught Hawaii napping. And Blair will serve. So again, trading blows. Seesaw-like battle here in the second set.
Great shot by Blair. Deceiving till the very last second. Then she dunks, and even a quick Kahakai couldn't get there.
UC Irvine 1-2 on the season against teams ranked in the top 25. This is their 4th ranked opponent in Hawaii. Here's time on Ole Vao. Ricochets it off the block and down. UC Irvine defeated then 21st ranked San Diego back on September 19th. Lost to UCLA in 3. Also lost at Long Beach State the opening weekend of Big West play. Long Beach State was nationally ranked at the time. Blair goes to Keikaoha, that delayed middle, and Olivia McGill wasn't having it.
We call that a 2-set in the middle. That doesn't go up very high, but McGill is not fooled at all. Keikaoha is normally hitting on the right. That time she goes to the middle, she's getting moved around a little bit because she's been struggling a little bit with Hawaii's block.
Step out, Apapa, the dink. Two-handed in the air by Manole Vao. She'll actually get a swing out of it, and she'll get the point. Credit Claire Marie Anderson with the set.
Great hustle play by Claire Marie. Keep that ball alive. Ty Manole Vao loves to hit those quick ones.
Hawaii by 2 in the second. Timeout Irvine. Welcome back. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. We'll just rewind it to the sequence right before the timeout.
Well, here's the play by Claire Marie on her knees. Bump sets Ty Manole Vao, who had no approach, but found a way to get the ball to the floor.
Returning to live action out of the timeout. Hawaii now up 2. In transition, it's Mano Leivau. She comes swooping in. But Sugimoto with the save. Now Dennis takes a crack at it and is able to pound it off the block.
Sweet swing that time by Victoria Dennis. 6'3", a bit of a mismatch there on the outside going up against Taylor Higgins at 5'8".
UC Irvine coming off of a win against UC Riverside last weekend, but the Anteaters haven't been able to enjoy a win streak longer than 2 matches all season. Here's McGill in the middle.
Olivia McGill having her way in the middle. 7 kills, no errors in 13 tries. A near perfect night.
As we said last night, it's Groundhog Day when it comes to Olivia McGill's production.
So steady, so consistent.
Keikaoha from off the net. That was a nice looking swing there as she again sort of had to survey the floor as she took off there. And she's got that live lefty swing.
Dad born in Hilo when they moved to Denver. Harley was born in Long Beach.
18 serving 19, the very tough serving Sugimoto. McGill takes on the setting responsibilities to Mano Leivau, who's blocked. She saves it herself. McGill on the second touch, sniffed out by Sugimoto. Quick middle set, and Hawaii will play through it. Mitchum couldn't get a real big hurting on it, so Sugimoto the dig. Here's Keikaoha again, readjusting things, is dug up by Higgins. Now Mano Leivau, punched up in the air by Hakeem. Free ball coming, though, here for Hawaii. Higgins, quick middle to McGill.
Smooth transition, but it looked like Higgins was going to be going to the outside. Instead, the last second, she's running the 8-foot line and twists and turns and finds her favorite player in the middle, Olivia McGill.
8 kills, 15 swings, 4 blocks for Olivia McGill.
What a transfer.
Oh,
what a
man,
transfer.
that was a scoop.
You know, Dave Shoji has in his history of 41 years, has not relied on transfers that much, but transfers are happening a lot these days when players, just change their minds about where they want to play.
McGill, who started her career in the Pac-12 conference at Arizona. Here's Keikaoha, blocked en route. It was Granado next to McGill. So McGill on the scene yet again, and a timeout taken by UC Irvine as Hawaii extends things to a 3-point advantage in the second. But yeah, Olivia McGill started her career at Arizona, and she was able to put up some tremendous numbers there, but decided, she was seeking perhaps a more quote-unquote storied program, a program that had maybe a little bit more of an enriched volleyball history. So she made the decision to depart from the Pac-12, and certainly a school that has a considerable amount of resources and facilities, and come to Hawaii, matriculate here to play for Dave Shoji. And she says that she has loved every second of it. It is exactly what she was aspiring for.
It was a gutsy move to leave the Pac-12, a better conference in the Big West, and to leave Dave Rubio, a very good coach there. And but once she got to Hawaii, as you said, she liked it and seems to be happier every day, more relaxed. She's known as the mother hen.
Yeah.
She looks out for everybody when they're on the road. Probably the most mature of the group, and that's why she's got the mother hen status. Great in the classroom, very responsible, and she would love to see this team go to the NCAA championship and go further than they did last year.
McGill from Shoreline, Washington. She says the one thing she misses about the Great Northwest is her family. She lives in a cul-de-sac, and so she's surrounded by uncles and aunties and all of these immediate family members as well.
I think the grandparents were there too.
So I asked her, well, senior night isn't really that far off here the way the schedule's laid out. Are they coming? She said, the whole cul-de-sac.
Wow.
Out of the timeout, 21 serving 18. Here's Keikaoha, blocked, but it goes out of bounds. There's a special UH Club for Keiki. Stop by Papa John's Pizza to join the UH Kids Club. Purchase a large pizza, and children receive an official club t-shirt and a host of other benefits. Join the UH Kids Club today. 19 serving 21. Higgins Goes to McGill, blocked. Great diving save by Mitchum, and she'll send a free ball Irvine's way. Step out, Rosenfeld through the block. There's Kahakai. So Higgins sets up Granado through the block and down.
Kahakai again. Once again lengthens the rally with her great digging. It's an amazing libero out of Farrington. Look at that, on her knees, keeps it alive. Higgins, beautiful set. Granado finds the seam in the block.
Fourth kill for Granado. I believe that's the 10th dig for Mitchum in that sequence. She gets roofed there, though, by Bubaka. And again, Mitchum having to adjust to the opposite side. She hit a couple of times from the left side. Of course, started the season as a middle hitter.
Not sure she was ready for that set.
Kahakai with the pass. Hawaii by 2. Here's Mags. That's a mash from Maglio.
So McGill leaves. She's got this great hitting percentage, she's hitting 500. And in comes Maglio. She's hitting 300. And Hawaii's middles just continue to have their way. Pretty much every match they're successful.
You mentioned McGill and that hitting percentage. She's tops in the Big West Conference in hitting percentage. Guess who's number 2? Emily Maglio.
There you go.
All the way out there.
Anna Ponce with Hawaii up 3. Trying to finish out this second set. That's a big swing by Dennis, but a great dig by Manole Vau. She unleashes a smile in the midst of all of that. Free ball scrambled and sent over Hawaii's side. Here's Maglio. Oh, the connection wasn't there on the step out from Higgins. And Irvine able to dodge a BB at the very least.
Crucial play right there. Hawaii could have gone to 24-20 instead, 23-21. That's how rally scoring is. You pay the price if you make a mistake.
Yeah, you go from aloha ball, now it's a 2-point game, and Rosenfeld serves it across the net. Maglio in the middle off the high hands. Rosenfeld bumps it back over. So advantage for Hawaii. Pipe set to Manole Vau. Denied by Victoria Dennis. And all of a sudden it's a 1-point set. Oh, the swings. The pendulum of momentum once again drifting Irvine's way here in the second set.
Well, hitters love to get one-on-one situations. One hitter against one blocker. The advantage is always with the hitter, but that time Dennis just penetrating over. Beautiful blocks. She's got 12 block solos on the year because of plays like that. Great penetration, good reading of Taimano Olivel's arm. And they got the 22nd point. That last free ball Hawaii had with Maglio not connecting with Higgins, really is coming into the forefront right now. And it'd be a much different game if it was 24-20 instead of 23-21. Now Hawaii's got their backs up against the wall here.
Dave Shoji signaling for this timeout, so they're talking things over. Let's check in with Ryan Calais-Suji. Ryan.
Hey, thanks. Right now, Dave Shoji talking to Taylor Higgins about her set selection. Earlier in this set, he actually ran over down to the sideline and said, Taylor, can you even jump? And made Taylor Higgins actually prove that she could jump by doing a couple of reps on the sidelines. He then instructed her that he wants her to continue to run the middle attack. He feels like that is Hawaii's key to pulling off this victory. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
I'm a little surprised at 23-22 that Dave Shoji's not bringing in Kelsch for blocking purposes.
Yeah, we've referred to Kelsch throughout the season as the closer, right? Hawaii trying to close out this second set. Ella Rosenfeld. 5 aces on the season coming into tonight.
All the blockers for Irvine load up on the right side here because Hawaii does not have a back row presence. Mitchum's not hitting the D-ball out of the back.
Pass by Manole Vau. Chased down by Higgins. Bump set goes to Granado from off the net. The triple block was waiting, and she made it work anyway. And it's aloha ball for Hawaii here in the second.
That was crafty. 3-person block. Irvine knew where the set was going to go, and Granado found a way to squeeze it by.
24 serving 22. And it's an out ball. So Irvine is dealt a break.
You saw Kelsch is in there for blocking purposes now. Higgins is coming in now for offensive purposes.
So a quick in and out for Kendra Kelsch.
Now they're going to load up on Taimano Olivel. It might be a 3-person block on Olivel. We'll see.
Served by Emily Blair. Pass Kahakai. Higgins goes middle to Maglio, and it's over in the second.
Wow, what a clutch play by Maglio.
Well,
great set by Higgins.
Hawaii cruised in the first, 25-17. It was a little tighter in the second, 25-23. The final arithmetic there, but Hawaii still with the opportunity to open up the broom closet. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris.
Well, unlike last night when Hawaii was at 2-0, they dominated the statistics. Not so tonight. Look at the errors. Hawaii with 14 hitting errors. That's very unusual. Irvine with only 11. Kill percentage, Hawaii leading that slightly. Blocks about even. Last night, Hawaii dominated blocking. Digging about even. And the service ace is theirs. Hawaii with a two ace advantage there. So, Hawaii, and it shouldn't be surprising to the fans that Hawaii missing 3 starters, that they would have not be quite so dominant in the statistical categories. So I would expect to see more of the same, a close third set as Hawaii tries to right the ship, so to speak.
It's kind of a different world, right, when you don't have Nikki Taylor. Of course, the candidate for National Player of the Year. Sitting this one out, wasn't cleared for participation because of perhaps a variety of different things. But, when you need the point, when Irvine's putting a few runs together and you have that desire to just go to Nikki when she's not there, it's kind of a different realization here for this Hawaii team, right?
I'll tell you that Annie Mitchum's done a terrific job subbing in for Nikki Taylor, playing well behind the service line. She's got 9 digs. That's 4.5 digs a set. That's about what Nikki would be doing.
So set 3 underway as Hawaii up 2-0. Middle set goes to Apaka. She's blocked back. Now Dennis from the outside sends it long. Was there a touch? No touch, and Hawaii able to break the ice here in the third.
And for the first time in 3 sets, Hawaii gets the first point. Irvine jumped out to good starts in both the first and second sets.
Here's Higgins to serve. We haven't seen this for a while, and she had a few in the chamber ready to go.
She sure did. Wow, where'd that come from? I'll tell you, that's one of her strengths that she brings to the table is that jump serve.
She was chomping at the bit. She's back.
She's also got to realize she got 6'3" Annie Mitchum, 6'2" Olivia McGill up front, along with Ty Money, Olival, 3 solid blockers. She can't afford to be missing too many of those serves.
So Hakeem to serve here for Irvine, 1 serving 2. Two-handed in the air by Granado. Higgins goes right side. Mano Olival, the dink, diving save. Hakeem, she came flying in a long way. Bubaka is dug up by Granado. Set goes outside to Mitchum off the block. Two-handed in the air by Blair. Good bump set to Bubaka, but she couldn't get a full swing on it. Into the net it goes. Point for Hawaii. What do you think about the distribution here offensively for the Rainbow Wahine? Again, no Nikki Taylor or Calais Greeley. Olivia McGill, Ty Money Olival, each with 8 kills. Maglio with 6, Granado with 5, and then a couple from Mitchum.
I think it's good distribution. I think both Telsch and Higgins did a nice job of moving the ball around. Take the ball.
Now, Keikaoha is going to be credited with the kill here. The officials actually called a net violation on Hawaii. Dave Shoji and Jeff Hall jumping up off the bench. They thought that Keikaoha swing actually went into the antenna before anything.
I thought it did too, but not to be. Marvin Hall has the last call. Let's see where this ball goes. Yep, it did just nick the antenna.
Marvin Hall up top. Dixon Chun downstairs. Johnny Hia and Bert Kasem, the line judges. Here's McGill. A rarity there as Olivia McGill had the door slammed shut on her by Ella Rosenfeld.
Solid block by Rosenfeld. 58 blocks on the year. She's their leading blocker.
Rosenfeld with 58 blocks on the season to lead the Anteaters. Here's McGill a second time to dink. Rosenfeld got a touch on that. Here's Bubaka. McGill returns the favor.
How about that? Olivia McGill, when she does get blocked, It's not unusual to see her get a block right after that on the opponent.
Stay out here.
Yeah, McGill wasn't happy about committing her first hitting error in almost 2 full matches. Was able to get a little bit of vengeance there with the block. Here's Mitchum. Tried to go back row, but missed that in line. And again, Dave Shoji screaming at Annie Mitchum saying, swing it. Here's Keikaoha, 4 serving 4, 2-handed by Kahakai. Here's Mitchum. She swings it. She gets the kill.
That set was a little bit more in her wheelhouse. The first one was like the 12-foot line, and she was in an awkward position. That one there was right where she liked it.
So 3rd kill for Mitchum to go along with 2 aces, 9 digs, and 3 blocks here. And goes into the net. What a tool Annie Mitchum has turned out to be here for Hawaii tonight. In place of Nikki Taylor, playing 6 rotations, doing a little bit of everything. Higgins in the middle, Maglio. That's dug up by Bubaka. Outside, here's Dennis. There's the 10th dig of the night for Mitchum. Granado!
Granado just unloaded. Got the perfect set from Taylor Higgins, her former teammate, high school teammate. Even though there's a well-formed 2-person block, she hits it inside the well-formed block. Great swing by McKenna.
Yeah, Granado with 5 kills on the season coming into this week. Had a career-high 6 last night. She's got 6 again here tonight against Irvine. Forces the overpass that Taimon Olivao gobbles up.
And points to Granado and says, hey, thanks, McKenna, for forcing that overpass. Made me the hero with that overpass kill.
And that's a conscious thing, right? The players are working on trying to give a little more credit. Visible, right?
Exactly. Spread the wealth. And really give credit where credit's due.
Step out. That's Rosenfeld. It goes. Well, they're going to give the point to Hawaii. Taimon Olivao thought that it went off the block and out. She had sort of clapped her hands in frustration, but the line judge is going to say that it actually touched the Irvine player after the Mano Olivao block, and so that's going to be a roof, and that's going to be a point for Hawaii.
So things even out. Boy, I got a bad call earlier, I thought, with the antenna. Keikaoha get that one into the antenna. And Irvine got the point. Now this time, Hawaii gets a point that maybe they didn't deserve.
Granado, oh, that fell off a table. Timeout Irvine. Ace from McKenna. And Hawaii by 4 in the 3rd. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Kanoa Leahy along with Chris McLaughlin. Hawaii up 2-0 here on UC Irvine in this Big West Conference battle. If you're just joining us, the Rainbow Wahine a little bit short-handed. Kalei Greeley has not played. Didn't play last night against Davis. Nursing what we are told is a shoulder injury. And Nikki Taylor not cleared for participation here in this one either. McKenna Granado out of the timeout. Serves it long, so a point for Irvine.
And Taylor Higgins has missed about half of this match.
Yeah. In fact, it's Kendra Kelsch out there at the center spot currently for Hawaii. Rosenfeld will serve. Kelsch goes high and away to Mano Olivao, but the block was up and the roof pulled off by Emily Blair next to a pop put.
Solid block by UCI that time. They're blocking well. They've got 7 blocks in the night. And they beat University of San Diego, 21st ranked team in the country. They had 17 blocks.
No blocking that. Emily Maglio hammering one down.
Mags has been so effective at the net, hitting 312, now 7 kills. The setters, both Higgins and Kelsch, very comfortable in going to her.
10 serving 7. Anderson slaps it over. Outside set goes to Dennis. One-handed in the air by Mitchum, but Kelsch couldn't find the floor on the other side. Gotta be honest, didn't really anticipate Annie Mitchum being this active effective defensively for Hawaii.
Welcome surprise to everyone. She's played little or no to back row in practice or in games, and strictly a middle attacker. By design, Dave showed you wanted her to get used to the system and get used to the team and the school and moving to Hawaii, so he's kept things simple for her. Now all of a sudden things got complicated.
Papa has to just punch it over. Shoji wanted that to be an out ball. Then a block on McGill in the middle. And that return outside the antenna. So a point for Irvine, but Dave Shoji again up in arms because he thought there was a call missed earlier in that sequence. Taimon Olevao, captain on the floor, will get the explanation. So that was at the end of the play. So obviously that one was outside the antenna, and so the point for Irvine, but it was earlier in the sequence that Dave Shoji thought that maybe Irvine got away with one that was outside the antenna.
Yeah, I think he also thought there might have been a lifted ball as well. Yeah, he thought maybe the one-handed set was maybe, I think, stuck a little bit too long in the hands.
Hawaii by 2. McGill in the middle. Sniffed out by Blair. Here's Keikaoha. The lefty swing dug up by Granado. Manolevao against a solo block. And it handcuffs Bubaka. And it's a point for Hawaii. They're up 3.
Manolevao loves that right side. She gets left all the time. When she gets to the right, she loves to get a set over there.
Come on, Mac.
That knuckleball serve from Manolevao. Keikaoha on the outside. Dug up by Mitchum. McGill, that middle connection not quite there, and so a chance here in transition for Irvine. Keikaoha again from the opposite position, two-handed by Kahakai. Granado, tough angle. Right there's Bubaka. Bubaka will get the set on the outside. That one skips the top of the net, but it finds its way inbounds up against that inline.
I'm not sure why Taylor Higgins didn't go to Annie Mitchum on the right side. She was wide open. They're really leaning to Hawaii's left side hitters.
There's the serve from Sujimoto. She can put a run together from back there. Granado on the outside, blocked and roofed. Irvine able to cut it to 1. Ella Rosenfeld, the top blocker on the team, getting that one down. And a timeout taken by Dave Shoji. Another battle between these two teams here in the third.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Straub. Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or online at bigislandcandies.com to see their amazing selection, including delicious chocolate-dipped shortbreads.
So Irvine able to cut it to a 1-point set, but McKenna Granado taking care of business over there on the outside, and Hawaii up 2. Savannah Kahakai with the serve. Rainbow Wahine up 2-0. Good save there by Higgins. Bump set goes to Mitchum, but she has to just knuckle it over. Chance now for the Anteaters. They go middle to Rosenfeld, blocked by Maglio. Now Bubaka by the double block. There's Manolevao. Here's Manolevao on the pipe. Roofed. Rosenfeld and Bubaka. And how about this Irvine block that has all of a sudden shown up here at the Stan Sheriff Center, Chris?
Out-blocking Hawaii 5-2 in this third set. Neither team putting on an offensive show, that's for sure. Hawaii hitting 0, Irvine hitting negative 071.
Yeah, not exactly a fireworks display here offensively. Great dig on the Mitchum swing by Hakeem, but Mitchum with the smothering block. Saved by Keikaoha. Free beat now for Hawaii. Here's Maglio block. Right there's Mitchum. Higgins. Pirouette. Sends it outside to Granado. Great dig again. Hakeem to the net. And Mitchum oh so gently just places it down for the Hawaii point.
What a great dig by Hakeem. Granado just unloads. Hakeem pops it straight up. Almost hits the scoreboard. And then Andy Mitchum just taps it down to the 14th point.
Double-digit digs for the second straight match for Akeem. Here's Bubaka over the double block. It goes long. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. So point for the Anteaters, and Bubaka will run back to serve. Here it comes. Renato getting a lot of action over there on the outside, but the block was waiting. Rosenfeld and Blair. And it's the fourth tie of this third set.
UC Irvine 5-2 in blocks right now.
4 blocks for Rosenfeld here in this match. Here's Granato. Blocked and roofed again. They have her number right now. The same combo of Rosenfeld and Blair.
We might see Casey Castillo come in and play that outside for Granato. We'll see if Dave Shoji reaches that deep into the bench.
Higgins will go pipe set to Mano Levao. That's dug up by Bubaka. Here's Dennis. Ponce with the dig. Second touch, Maglio. Free ball here for Irvine. Dennis the big swing. Right there's Mano Levao. Higgins blocked on the touch. Mano Levao from the back row sends it wide. Point Irvine. They're up 2.
Dave Shoji with 1 timeout left, where he could slow the game down with a substitute. Looks like he's going to bring Mitchum back in to bring some right side presence hitting out of the back row.
It's a 4-0 run being enjoyed by the Anteaters as they are trying to hang in this match. But Bubaka sends it into the twine, and a much-needed freebie for the Rainbow Wahine. Ashley Hain, the first-year head coach for Irvine. Not happy about the ill-timed service error for sure, but has to like the fight that her Irvine Anteaters are putting forth here in this third set.
Here you go now. Defense, Annie.
Instead of zot, we should have said block for the Anteaters. That's what they're doing.
Renato sends it long. Point Irvine. They're up 2 once again here in the third. And again, it is partly, at least, the realization of life without Nikki Taylor for at least a night, right?
Exactly.
Rosenfeld with the serve. Past Granato. Outside it goes to Mano Levao. Blocked and roofed. Oh boy. The Anteaters are just shutting it down on that outside position. And it was Blair again, this time next to Akpakpa.
Dave Shoji's seen enough. That's 13 blocks to 10 for Hawaii. It's normally the other way around. Hawaii not used to being outblocked.
Hawaii averaging 3.4 blocks per set. Irvine averaging 2 blocks per set. Hawaii is the top blocking team in the nation coming into this week. And yet, as you pointed out, Chris, it's the Anteaters actually doing most of the blocking here this evening.
Yeah, right now Hawaii's averaging their 3 blocks per set. They're doing their job, but Irvine right now averaging 4 blocks per set. The third set isn't even over yet. Good penetration. I think Hawaii's got rather challenging the block. They got to start tooling off the end blocker or hitting a little bit higher hands. I don't think they need to start tipping, but I think they can need some different shot selection might help them avoid that Anteater block.
Credit some of these Irvine serves, too. They're sort of forcing Hawaii's hand in setting high and away, as opposed to trying to exploit some of the other positions out there.
Exactly. They're serving very, very intelligently right now.
This is during the timeout. Mano Levao with a conversation with Nikki Taylor. Taylor not playing, but still providing a little bit of input, perhaps, for her teammates tonight.
The players on the bench are actually pretty active in giving the players on the floor advice when they come off for a timeout.
Look at that number for Irvine. 8 blocks in this third set. And they are up 3. As as we head for the final turn here in this third stanza. Step out Maglio. The set was too low. She's blocked. Maglio plays it off the net. Manoleva will get a swing. Goes off the block and down. Credit Ty for the quick thinking and reaction.
An awkward play there. That's why he had a good pass and a decent play set. Couldn't convert. And then cut inside out in a scramble play. Very unusual. Unorthodox way to earn a point.
11th kill for Manoleva. She's taken 34 cracks at it. Step out of Papa, blocked by Manoleva, or at least she got a touch on it. So chance here for Hawaii. Bump set Anderson to Manoleva. That one had some smoke trailing off of it.
And the co-captain let it all hang out there. Good bump set from Claire Marie Anderson. Manoleva goes over that big block.
Well, somebody had to become the go-to with the absence of Nikki Taylor, and it is Ty trying to take on that responsibility. Oh, but they weren't ready for the dump shot by Emily Blair.
They knew that was coming, too, on those tight passes to the net. If the UC Irvine setters are in the front row, they will dump it.
So here is Emily Blair from Huntington Beach, California, a certified EMT. Actually volunteers at West Coast EMT in her spare time. Great pancake save there by Samantha Frost. McGill in the middle, blocked. Pinballed around, free ball sent Irvine's way. Again with the advantage. Dennis, blocked and roof. Olivia McGill pumps the fist as she turned that one back.
Well, I guess Hawaii's been invited to Irvine's block party.
Yeah, it was like Hawaii sent out the invitations to the block party. Irvine said, no, we're going to have our own party on the exact same night. Now it's just kind of like a battle that way. 18 serving 19. Important serve here by Higgins, but she sends it long. And Irvine is first to 20.
You know, she did try to pull the trigger there and back off her bombing jump serve. Just did not back off enough, didn't have enough top spin.
Remember, she hasn't played for 4 matches. But here she sets up right side to Manoleva. How about the one-handed save, Hakeem? Bubaka blocked. Now Keikaoha, dug up by Kahakai, over the net. Free chance for Irvine, but the first touch was awkward. Now Bubaka, high hands, right there is Granado. Higgins, high and away to Mitchell. Diving save, Hakeem. She has literally been all over the place. Bubaka, blocked and roof. The great equalizer, Olivia McGill and Manoleva saying, oh, no, you don't.
Great save there by Hakeem to keep that rally alive. And here's Bubaka taking a good swing at it, but just met a better block.
So Hawaii within a point. Manoleva just got it over the net. Here's Keikaoha off the shoulder of Kahakai, but nobody had her back. And Irvine up a deuce once again.
How about that archery of Harley Keikaoha? Made all tournaments this year at Idaho and Minnesota, Big West Frosh of the Week, earning all sorts of honors this year.
Coming off a 14-kill performance versus Riverside last weekend where she hit 423. Has 6 kills tonight, hitting 038, but heating up. And again, the defense being played by Irvine, making it difficult for Hawaii. Here's Mitchum on the outside, blocked, but it misses wide. Ashley Hain and the rest of the Irvine Anteater bench thought that that was a roof. Should have been an Irvine point, but it just missed the sideline here in front of us.
It was close, man.
That was real close.
It was the right call. Normally Dave Shoji says, play all those close ones. You know, that time I think he's glad they didn't play it.
Can Hawaii catch Irvine, though? They've stayed one step ahead here in this third set. Bubaka with the blast.
Great swing. She had the mismatch with Granado in front of her. Bubaka, clearly the taller player. Granado couldn't get up in time. Great swing by Marissa.
series of injuries for Bubaka, including in the second match of the season against Texas. Can Hawaii return it? No, they can't. It's an ace by Keikaoha. Irvine is up 3, and they are threatening to push this match to a 4th.
And Dave showed you out of timeouts. The only way he can slow down Harley Keikaoha is to put a substitute in.
Keikaoha with the serve. Pass Manolevao. Quick middle set to Maglio. Not quite there. Keikaoha the dig, but nobody had the second touch. And it's a point for Hawaii. Maglio credited with the kill. That's her 8th. Emily Maglio.
The blocking sub, Kelch coming in for Higgins.
Gotta love the facial expressions of Emily Maglio. So subtle. And yet so profound. Step out. Rosenfeld dug up by Kelch. Kahakai bump set to Granado against a triple block. Right there was Sugimoto. Outside Bubaka. And Irvine gets to 24.
Bubaka again taking a great shot down the line. Hawaii better start taking her line, forcing her to go cross court.
All Big West Conference freshman team in 2012. Had a career-high 21 kills versus UH as a frosh. Honorable mention All-Conference as a sophomore. First teamer last year. Here's Granado. They need something. Sugimoto covering. Keikaoha from the back row. Right there's Mitchum. So Kelch. Not sure where that was going. It's a free chance here for Irvine. Dennis hits it long. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. Point Irvine. And this match is not over. The Anteaters play on and force a 4th against the Rainbow Wahine. It won't be a quick one here at the Stan Sheriff Center tonight. Marissa Bubaka played just 16 sets this season because of injuries prior to tonight. Turning it on in that 3rd stanza for sure for UC Irvine. In fact, she, along with Keikaoha, along with Rosenfeld on the block, able to extend this match to at least a 4th set. Bubaka with 10 kills on 28 attempts here for the evening, hitting 107.
But neither team putting on an offensive show in that 3rd set. Hawaii hitting 0-23, Irvine hitting 0-88. But Irvine sided out a little bit better percentage, 76%, Hawaii at 63%. But the big story of that 3rd set was all the blocking that was going on both sides. Irvine now leading in blocks 14-12. Who would have thought that?
In fact, Irvine not only out-blocking Hawaii, but out-digging the Rainbow Wahine as well, 52-50. And we saw a lot of the defensive prowess and potential of UC Irvine in that 3rd set. So if you're Dave Shoji, what are you telling your team? How do they respond here, having been challenged a little bit further by the Anteaters?
I think what he's got to tell them, not to be flustered by all the blocking going on, that they just got to take some different shots, maybe hit some more line, try to tool the ball more, hit high hands a little bit more, mix things up, and not just hit the same hard ones right into that 2-man block. I think the setting also could be a little bit more distribution from antenna to antenna, make their middle blockers work a little harder.
Attendance numbers tonight through the turnstile, 5,685 here at the Stan Sheriff Center on this Saturday evening. Many of the Hawaii sports fans having to endure a heartbreaking defeat by the Rainbow Warrior football team in Albuquerque, New Mexico today. And hoping that the Rainbow Wahine can sort of right the ship here against Irvine. Still up 2-1, but the Anteaters with some momentum. Here's Bubaka. Dug up by Mitchum via the shoulder and return. Bubaka a second time off the block and down. She is feeling the groove, Chris.
She really is, and she loves that line shot. She's just hitting direct line with nobody there or tooling it like she just did then. She was on fire. 11 kills, 7 errors.
By the way, that was Mitchum's 13th dig to lead Hawaii. Give her the libero jersey, I guess, already, huh? Here she is on the D set. Mitchum blocked. Is able to get it over the net. Irvine scrambling a little bit. It's Bubaka with the swing, dug up by Kahakai. Advantage perhaps for Hawaii. High set to tie Mano'olevau. Diving save, Sugimoto. That was a beauty. Free ball coming here for Hawaii, but nobody was ready.
Dave shows he's looking at either Liv McGill, who's at the net, or Annie Mitchum to help out on that. Even Higgins right there. Well, Higgins is waiting for Savannah Kahakai to step up and take that. She never made it there, so Irvine gets the bump kill.
12 kills now for Bubaka. She didn't even need to swing the arm on that one. 2 serving 0. Here's Sugimoto again. Higgins, step out. McGill restores a little bit of order.
Irvine was not expecting that at all because Livy McGill's known for getting all the balls in front of the setter, rarely going behind the setter. I know she's been practicing that this week in practice, and I was going to see it sometime tonight. I didn't know when, but that was it. Looked sharp.
Higgins into the net. 3 serving 1 coming up here for Irvine. Livy McGill now 9 kills, hitting .280 to go along with 8 blocks. And yeah, that looked pretty natural there, that slide by Olivia.
That looked good.
That's an ace. Mano'olevau let it by. She thought it was an out ball. Instead, Keikaoha deals an ace from the deck. It is 4-1 Irvine, and you look at the body language on the Hawaii side of the net. They look perplexed. Here's Mitchum. Cross court and wide. Another point for Irvine, and they are starting to turn it on here against the Rainbow Wahine.
And that was too much avoidance of the block.
Higgins to Mitchum from off the net. Right there's Hakeem. Set goes to Bubaka on the outside. Soft touch. There's Higgins. Kahakai bump sets to Mano'olevau. They need it. They get it. She delivers.
If anyone's going to stop the bleeding, it's usually Ty Mano'olevau.
So 2 serving 5 on Ty's 13th kill of the match. Keikaoha from the back row. May have possibly been an out ball, but Higgins took a stab at it. And it's a point for Irvine. So Keikaoha, Bubaka, Apakwa's been pretty solid really through the entire match. Certainly Rosenfeld all elevating their games here as this match progresses. Oh, the out serve though by Bubaka. Bails Hawaii out momentarily.
I'm going to give UC Irvine a lot of credit in the way they've elevated their game after losing a very tough second set, 25-23. Going into the locker room down 2 sets to none. It could have been 1-all. And instead of, packing up the tents, they've just gotten tougher.
Step out, that's Rosenfeld, and that set was a little off the net. She had almost over-pursued the slide a little bit, and she still put a pounding on it.
By the way, she's another one who's in the UCI TV department.
Yeah, she's actually like kind of a big wig, right?
She's the president, the sports anchor.
President and lead sports anchor of Anteater TV, the campus TV station. Sends it into the net there. Yeah, we have a lot of aspiring broadcasters and media members here on the Irvine Volleyball squad. Kendra Kelch in to serve for Hawaii. Casey Castillo checking into the match for the Rainbow Wahine as well, the freshman from Oceanside, California. Step out, Apakwa. One-hand save, Kahakai. That was amazing. Here's Granado against the double block. Frost 2 hands it in the air. Apakwa again off one leg, roofed. Access denied by Maglio.
I tell you, Apakwa has been so tough on that right side. Watch Kahakai with this dig. No touch in the block, so she just takes it cold and hard. And there's a Granado, I think, that got most of that block.
They put over on the second touch. It's Maglio who wasn't fooled. And Mano'olevau from the back row. High hands, kept alive by Frost. Here's Dennis with the swing, blocked and roof. Maglio was in on it, this time next to Castillo. And back come the Lady Bows. Timeout taken by UC Irvine. A 1-point set here in the fourth. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii winning the first 2 sets tonight. They were thinking sweep, but UC Irvine had other plans, pushing it to a fourth, and Hawaii down early here in this fourth set, but they fought their way back to within 1. And Casey Castillo with the block on the dink attempt by Victoria Dennis. And it is a 4-0 rainbow run, knotting things up at 7.
Nice discipline by Castillo to not get into the cable there. Been real tempting to tap that ball down and fall through into the cable. She did not.
So here's Kendra Kelsch to serve once again. Tickles the tape. An amazing save just to make that first pass by Keikaoha, but Hawaii with the advantage. Granado blocked and roofed. What advantage, says Apakpa and Blair.
It's a great example for McKenna Granado. I think sometimes he's got to hit a different shot other than that hard cross court, maybe come back down the line.
8 serving 7. Granado with the first pass. Kelsch goes outside to Castillo, blocked and roofed. Apakpa in the middle of it all again.
He showed you up off the bench. I think he was talking to Kendra Kelsch. He wanted her to maybe set the middle a little bit more. Or was he yelling at her to go set Granado on the right? Not sure.
This is becoming an equation that Dave Shoji is finding difficulty seeking a solution.
Didn't I tell you at the beginning of the broadcast, Dave Shoji would earn every penny of his paycheck tonight having to work. He's worked hard. So is Jeff Hall, sitting there right with him.
8 serving 9. Pass by Frost, step out of Papa down the line. Kahakai got the first touch, but nobody can get the second one, as it was another hurting put on the set by Papa.
Her 6th kill, only 2 errors. She gets a hold of it, boy. It's tough to dig, tough to block.
It's become a match of momentum, right? The inertia right now carrying Irvine, and Hawaii trying to find some solid footing to slow the Anteaters down. Manolevao up the ladder, sends it long, no touch. And again, the body language on the Hawaii side, they're befuddled.
It looks like the offensive vulnerability is starting to show up, especially without Nikki Taylor.
Maglio able to find that deep corner.
Nikki Taylor and Kalei Greeley as well, another missing offensive player.
Now this was the out ball by Manolevao. Was there a touch? It appears as though there was. Keikaoha, that index finger looked like it got a piece of it. Here is Keikaoha. She got a whole lot of that one.
What a beautiful back set that time by Emily Blair. Only played in 22 sets last year, but she's getting a lot of time tonight.
Keikaoha looks like a special player, too. Just a freshman. Was putting up phenomenal numbers, really, from the jump this season. But Ashley Hain, the head coach, said teams started to adjust to her, focus in on her. The return of Marissa Bubaka will work wonders over the long haul for Keikaoha, as Taimano Olevao is able to get the kill for Hawaii, the side and the point going back their way.
Yeah, the return of Bubaka really took a lot of pressure off Harley Keikaoha, because she was passing in all 6 rotations as a freshman, getting picked on a lot. Now Bubaka's back and takes a lot of pressure off.
This is starting to look like an Irvine team at full power that may be one to be reckoned with here.
In this rotation, Keikaoha doesn't have to pass, Bubaka does.
Here's Keikaoha. Doesn't need that big of an approach, right? It's a short run-up. She's able to elevate, and that lefty arm swing, it's a thing of beauty.
It really is. Classic arm swing. She told me that her parents did fly into this match from Long Beach. So they're here somewhere in the crowd.
Well, maybe not her parents, but the rest of the crowd chanting "Let's go Bows." They're getting antsy here. This is an advantage once again for Irvine. Bubaka on the outside, blocked and roofed. Again, the great equalizer that is the block. McGill and Manolevao joining forces there. 9th block of the match for Olivia McGill.
Track 9, Matt.
Keikaoha, flat-footed, sends it over. Manolevao, the first touch. Higgins goes step out to Mitchum. Keikaoha with the dig. Free ball again for Hawaii. Higgins high and away. Here's Granado over the double block. Right there's Sujimoto. Bubaka sends it deep. Almost mishandled by Manolevao, and Higgins has to free ball it over. Anteaters go step out. Rosenfeld off the block and down. Hawaii had its opportunities in that sequence and couldn't finish the deal.
Credit Irvine for this scrappy play. Never say die. They just kept driving, diving, keeping the ball off the floor. And there's their leader right now, Marissa Bubaka. 12 kills.
Step out, here's Mitchum. They need it. Sujimoto with the dig, but miscommunication between Dennis and the setter Blair, and it falls right between them.
Hawaii caught a break there. This is a great dig in the back door by Sujimoto.
Hey, right here, go.
Hawaii really now for about a set and a half, they have been in the position of the chaser.
You're getting people getting extended time tonight that don't normally get extended time. Granado getting lots of time on the left, not used to getting 4 sets in on the same night. Annie Mitchum playing in positions she's never played all year long.
Hawaii catch Irvine. Maglio was ready for that Blair dump shot. Blair actually caught Hawaii a multitude of times on that here throughout this match, but that time Mag said, And it's a point for the Rainbow Wahine. They're within 1. Anderson. Pass by Sujimoto. Step out to Rosenfeld, and she just blasts it down the alleyway.
Well, you can see why she hits 358 on the year. That's a huge number. Sees the block, sees the drift inside. She goes down the line. Smart play by Ella, young lady out of Miracosta High School, the volleyball factory in Southern California.
Rosenfeld, 4 kills with 1 hitting error. That's her first hitting error in over 2 matches. Net violation here called against Hawaii, so it's a point for Irvine. Rosenfeld will serve again. And the Anteaters with a little bit of space between themselves and the Rainbow Wahine.
Surprised Dave Shoji even called timeout. He's got 2 of them left.
Higgins goes backside step out to Mitchum.
So Mitchum's hitting her. That's the set she does, the one-legged takeoff that she's used to doing in playing the middle position she's been playing all year. So she's kind of recreating her old shot selection now.
Got 13, Matt.
Kelshin there to serve. But again, Hawaii just chasing Irvine here over the course of the last set and here through the 4th. Can they catch the Anteaters? Step out of Papa into the net, so that's another point for Hawaii. They trim it to 1, but it seems as though every time they do, Irvine able to string a couple of points together after the fact.
A rare error from Papa. He's been brilliant tonight.
Good look there at Ashley Hain, the first-year head coach for UC Irvine. Rosenfeld was cross-court, dug up by Kahakai. Kelsch high and away to Granado. Off the fingertips and down. Point Hawaii, and we're tied at 16. The second tie of this 4th set, and Ashley Hain will signal for a timeout. Here we go. Ashley Hain, you know, she has a 1-year-old son, Lincoln, but because she just got the Irvine job earlier this year, her husband, Eric, who is a sheriff in Sacramento, hasn't been relocated yet. And so she's kind of like a first-year head volleyball coach at the Division I level and also a single mom here for the time being. So road trips probably are the only opportunities for her to get some actual sleep as her family takes care of a good old Lincoln back in Irvine.
Yeah, and I don't think Eric's getting transferred until like December, so she's got a couple more months to go.
Papa out of the timeout with the kill. Irvine back up a point. Kelch sets up Granado from off the floor on the opposite side. Chance now for Irvine. Bump set by Frost. A Keikaoha block. Frost goes back, bump set to Dennis, down the line and in. Point Irvine, they're up a deuce.
And the 6'3" Dennis uses her size to an advantage. Big mismatch there. She's going over the 5'11" Granado. Nice back bump set there by Samantha Frost.
So here's Emily Blair to serve. Things getting pretty hairy here for Hawaii. Step out, Maglio off the block and down. Point for the Rainbow Wahine, but they were up 2 sets to none. And there were thoughts that maybe even despite the absences of Calais Greeley and Nikki Taylor here tonight, that they could make this a quick one. Irvine obviously disagreed. And here we are, Hawaii fighting to try to put a cap on this thing in the fourth. Step out. Papa is blocked. Keikaoha with the swing. It's going to be a Hawaii point. They're going to call a miss-hit against Irvine.
It was a double hit, and Ashley Haynes not arguing with that. She knew that there was a double contact on that second touch.
So we're tied again.
Hey, back over here. Look out. 14. 17 going outside.
Granado, that's a good serve. It's an ace. And Hawaii up a point. Hawaii leading in this fourth set for the first time. Another good serve by Granado. Right side, it's Dennis blocked. Right there, Sujimoto. Middle set, Apapa. That one danced off the net and found the floor.
She's a good celebrator, too. She picks up her 8th kill. Normally doesn't get that many sets tonight. She's getting lots of action.
Irvine able to reach into the reserve tank. They look very energized right now. They still look like they have a lot to offer here this evening at the Stan Sheriff Center. Higgins, step out. Maglio, straight down to the floor. Hawaii up one.
Maglio with a little bit of her own celebration. Not normally one to emote a lot. And she's fired up over that kill to give Hawaii their first lead in a while.
Kahakai with the serve. They go outside. Bubaka down the line, saved by Kelch. Bump set goes to Manoleval from off the net. Bubaka the save. She'll get the set on the outside. High hands right there is Granado. Now Manoleval blocked, covered by Kahakai. Higgins back to tie. Off the block and down.
Higgins' former teammate, Ty Manoleval. Higgins knows that Ty loves to get set a lot. The more, the merrier. She'll take multiple sets back to back to back and be just fine with no approach. That was a classic no approach swing by Manoleval.
Bubaka through the block and down.
And they snuck Bubaka inside, their little inside 2 set. Get her off that line, hitting something different. And it worked.
And here is the very tough serving Luna Sujimoto. Misses the court wide.
She was trying to serve Ty Manoleval, push her deep back into the back court so she'd have a long run-up for her approach. Just missed the sideline.
Here's Higgins.
Big block up there for Hawaii right now with Mitchum and McGill. So Higgins stays down, didn't even go to the jump serve.
Yeah, here's Keikaoha off the block. Mano Levao with the first touch. Step out, Mitchum blocked and roofed. Oh, an opportunity for Hawaii to get that much closer to concluding this thing.
Big difference between 23-20 and 22-21. Huge difference.
And here is Keikaoha. Team high 21 aces on the year coming into tonight. Ty from the right side, diving save Hakeem. Bubaka. And we're tied again. Marissa Bubaka with the nickname Booyaka for that exact reason.
What a swing. Dave showed you saying, Ty, why did you tip that one? You only had one blocker. I think Ty thought the two blockers are going up. That's why she tipped it. Instead, one blocker dropped down, giving Ty a one-on-one, and that's when you definitely want to swing away.
So we are tied at 22. Hawaii. You almost get the sense just trying to sort of escape from this match, having prevented Irvine from pushing it to a fifth, but the Anteaters are on the prowl.
You've got to give a lot of credit to the Anteaters. They've just fought, scratched, clawed. They've zotted.
Yep.
We've dug. And what a blocking exhibition they put on tonight. 17 blocks. Hawaii's got 18 blocks. It definitely has been a Big West block party.
Heading into the second half of the conference slate, though, I mean, Irvine potentially, as they get Marissa Bubaka healthy and they sort of have all of their weapons now available, they're a team that could make a little bit of a push here and at least maybe make things interesting.
She missed the month of the season. Now that she's rounding back into form, they're a different team than the teams who have played Irvine without her.
They can most definitely, at the very least, play maybe a bit of the spoiler role within the conference.
Exactly.
They're looking to spoil Hawaii's fun here tonight, though. 22 serving 22. The serve out of the timeout by Keikaoha drifts long, and a much-needed break for Hawaii. Here is Ty Manu Olivao. Match high 15 kills on 44 attempts with the serve. Step out, Rosenfeld. Oh, that had some heat.
Well, they got a perfect pass there. Great set by Blair. Rosenfeld unstoppable when she gets that in her wheelhouse.
And Bubaka will serve. Pass by Kahakai. Higgins goes outside. Granado dug up by Keikaoha. Blair with the bump set to Bubaka from the back row. Blocked by McGill. Free ball sent over the net. Higgins, right side. Mitchum off one leg. Misses wide. Point for Irvine. And they are 1 point away from pushing this to a fifth.
Gotta give the Anteaters credit. They're just doing all the things it takes to win in volleyball games. Blocking well, setting's been good. People like Rosenfeld, who is for such high percentage, is getting set at the right times by Blair. Rosenfeld just simply has not been, White just hasn't found a solution for her, especially at the net trying to block her. And there you see, there's another reason why Irvine's doing well. You see that guy right there, Kaleo Baxter?
Yep.
He knows a little bit about the Hawaii team, and he's been up almost like every other point, telling the blockers where he thinks Taylor Higgins is going to set the next ball. Big advantage there. He's coached 8 of Hawaii's 15 players. That's amazing. And I think actually Hayne is smart enough to let him run with the huddles like that.
The concern here is that Hawaii, whatever was working for them through 2 sets, kind of packed it away and locked it back up. And can they figure things out if this thing goes to a fifth? Because the momentum will most definitely be on the side of UC Irvine.
One advantage for Hawaii right now is Bubaka is in the back row. I think she's coming out. So there's 3 more rotations where she won't be in the front row, and she'll be out. And so if Hawaii can get a side out, I think they probably like their chances better when Bubaka is on the bench than when she's on the floor.
But this is a must-have point here for Hawaii coming up. Samantha Frost, freshman from Rancho Cucamonga, California, will serve. Serving for set 4. Bump set by Higgins. Granado way off the net. Dug up by Sugimoto. Advantage Irvine. Rosenfeld, the dink blocked. Punched over the net. Higgins, middle to McGill.
Oh, Hawaii almost lost that point and the set with an errant first pass, but then some good scrambling kept them in.
And McGill to serve.
I think they've run out of substitutions. That's when McGill is serving.
It's a pretty decent one. Rosenfeld on the step out blocked. Sugimoto bump set. This will be Dennis over the block in the back row, dug up by Manole Val. Here's Granado from the outside. Down the line and in.
What a clutch shot. That's that line shot I told you I thought she should bring out to avoid hitting into that big Irvine block. And 5,000 plus. Stand as one.
Olivia McGill will serve for the match. Dug up by Manole Val. Higgins bump sets to Granado from off the net. Blocked. She saves it. Mitchum on the second touch sends it over. And a free ball coming back Hawaii's way. Higgins, middle, Maglio! Stan Sheriff Center, you can describe it, perhaps surprisingly so, as Hawaii escaping a potential disaster here tonight against UC Irvine. They needed, you would imagine, to finish it in 4. They needed to avoid a 5th, and they were able to do just that.
You know, a lot of heroics out there tonight, you know. Irvine was heroic in the way they played and battled Hawaii, especially in the second and the 4th sets, and then took set number 3. And then Hawaii being heroic for having 3 starters, you know, not in the lineup tonight. And Olivia McGill having to play that last part, having to serve. Hawaii ran out of substitutions, so she had to serve. And it was just like one hero after another. Everywhere you turn, somebody was stepping up to the plate. And you're right, they really dodged big bullets tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they had enough in the fuel tank. They just got it across the finish line. Hawaii wins in 4. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs. He's with Dave Shoji.
All right, thanks a lot, Kanoa. Well, Dave, I'm going to assume you're probably the happiest guy in this arena, not because you won in 4, but because next week you have a bye and maybe you can get healthy.
Well, you know, we were down 3 starters, so it was going to be a struggle. I knew that all the way. And, you know, Annie just hasn't ever played that position. We haven't practiced any of those rotations. So it was bound to be a little ragged, and we're pretty fortunate.
I guess the highlight or one of the positives from tonight, other than the win, Taylor Higgins. She got back in there.
Well, she's ready to go. She was ready last night, but I wanted to keep her out. But, you know, I thought Kendra got off to a slow start, so... You know, I thought Higgins picked us up a little bit, and she likes to run the middle, and so, you know, she's a tough player. She's our starting setter.
Okay, you get a bye, which comes probably at the perfect time in your schedule. What are the plans to do with that bye week?
Well, we're going to practice like we do normally. You know, we'll do mostly skills, and then, you know, one time we'll do some team stuff, but it'll be a good week for us to heal up some injuries for sure.
All right, Dave, enjoy this one.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Let's take a look. For UC Irvine, Marissa Bubaka rounding back into her all Big West Conference caliber form. 14 kills, 5 blocks, 4 digs, and Taimon Olivao. How about that stat line? 15 kills, 7 blocks, 11 digs, just 3 blocks away from a triple-double. But it should not be left out the fact that Annie Mitchum, in this rare and infrequent start, 7 kills for her, 2 service aces, 13 digs, to go along with 3 blocks. One of, as you mentioned, the many players who had to have those heroic moments at opportune times.
Yeah, get a lot of credit to Annie. You know, as Dave showed you, said she hasn't played in those rotations or those positions. She's only played the middle all year long. So credit to Annie for a tremendous effort tonight. And how about Hawaii's blocking? 18 blocks again tonight. But credit Irvine, they had 17 blocks. And they held Hawaii to a 136 kill percentage. Hawaii normally hits around 280, 290. So credit the Anteaters for playing some tremendous defense and giving Hawaii all they could handle.
Yeah, it was kind of like a, one of those NASCAR races, right? And Hawaii was in the lead car, and they were running out of gas, and it was like, do we pull over and make the pit stop, or do we just try to finish this thing? And they were fortunate enough to do so in the fourth, 26-24. And as Scott Robbs mentioned, they got that all-important bye week next week. So they have some dings, they have some nicks. Certainly Nikki Taylor can use the week off and expect them to be at full power a couple of weekends from now.
Yeah, I think this week off will be really good for him. I think instead of giving the usual 1 day off, I think he should give him like 2 days off, then practice, then give him another day off, then practice, and really map out that 2-week bye period before they play the next match very carefully before senior night is coming up that following weekend.
Can you believe that? Can you believe we're going to have senior night on November 1st?
It's crazy.
Here this season? It is crazy, but it should be an emotional one, certainly. And Hawaii will be ready to go, I'm sure, come a couple of weekends from now. So the Rainbow Wahine, albeit a bit of a challenge through sets 3 and 4, they get the job done and they win their 13th straight to improve to 18-1 overall. 8-0 and still alone in first place, unblemished in the Big West Conference. That will do it for us. Don't forget about the post-game show. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. See you next time, everybody. Aloha.